Hi guys, it's your Island Girl and I'm back with another reaction video for you today. And today I am reacting to top 25 places to visit in Germany. Now this one is done by Ryan Shirley. The link will be in the description below if you want to watch this video undisturbed without hearing me yapping and going on and on. Alright guys? So go over and show him some love. But I did a video called This is Germany and I was so awestruck. I was like, it just lost for words of how beautiful Germany is. So come on in, right back, put a smile in your face, and enjoy this one. To all my regular schmegglers, day one, sweetie five, sweetie poos, come on in, right back, put a smile in your face and enjoy. Now this one was a recommendation that was sent in the comment section, so I'm excited because I looked at Ryan's video before. With that said, let's get into this video because I'm eager and excited. Here we go now.
What's up guys, my name is Ryan Shirley and I want to show you some of my favorite places in the magical country of Germany. So here is my Germany top 25. Germany is one of the most beautiful and historical countries in the world. It's a land full of fairy tale towns, endless castles, and enchanting sceneries. Germany has so much waiting to be explored. Let's start this video off at Germany's highest mountain, the Zugspitze. Now with a height of 2,962 meters, it's easily one of the most impressive mountains in the country. Zugspitze is located in southern Germany and the easiest way to get to the top of the mountain is by a cable car. It costs around 60 euros and it's one of the biggest gondolas I've ever been in. Honestly, an engineering phenomenon and a little scary going up. And once you reach the top, you can explore the mountain station. I mean, it really blew me away up there. It totally reminded me of an evil villain's lair. One thing that I thought was interesting is you can walk through this tunnel and it'll take you to the Austrian side of Zugspitze. Now from the platform on the German side, you can see the summit cross. Me and my brother decided we wanted to climb to the top. The snow made it a little sketchy, but we held on tight to the iron wire and climbed a ladder and made it to the cross. I mean, the views were unreal up there. I mean, if you go in the summertime, I'm sure it's not as sketchy to summit this. Now, after Zugspitze, you can take the cable car down to visit the Lake Eibsee. Now,
guys, I'ma be front up with you. Just watching him holding on to that iron rail and moving, I felt like the earth was gonna move from underneath me. I am so scared of heights. It's not even funny. Not even to climb a ladder. That's how scared I am of heights. But I'm not gonna lie. It's beautiful with him showing all of that, but I was holding my breath a while ago because I'm like, yeesh. So that one I will look at on a video because I will not make that the height. But look at this right here. Oh, baby, it's beautiful. Oh, I can't wait to visit.
Now, it's known as the Maldives of the Alps with its clear water and tree-dotted islands. I mean, the color of the water there is astounding. Now, if you have time, I definitely recommend walking along the lake. It's full of beautiful groves of trees and a perfect place to relax on the shoreline and enjoy some Bavarian nature. After, we're going to head over to Wagenbrüche. Now, I have to say, this is one of the most scenic places in all of Germany. I mean, I was just baffled by this place. It's this beautiful little lake nestled in the mountains, and it's full of farm sheds that dot the hillside. Now, the lake is overlooked by the perfectly placed Karwendel Alps. I mean, it reminded me a lot of Alpe d'Huez in the Dolomites. I had such a fun time exploring here. I just walked down a little dirt road to get there, and it was a spectacular place to enjoy the Bavarian sunset. While we're
so green and lush and beautiful and breathtaking. I could sit there and bask, just lay down and just look around and peace. It took a while ago when I said it was a peace and serenity. Oh my God, it is beautiful. I'm not exaggerating. Oh, guys, beautiful. And this is Germany. Oh my word, no.
We're still in Bavaria. We're going to head over to Berchtesgaden. Now, I have to say this is one of the most beautiful towns in all of Germany. It's just a 2-hour drive from Munich and it's nestled in the Bavarian Alps. One of my favorite features of Berchtesgaden is the Watzmann Mountain. It's a uniquely shaped peak that towers over the town. It almost looks like someone took a bite out of it. One thing I love about Berchtesgaden is there's so many beautiful churches to explore. One of my favorites is the church in Ramsau. It's right next to this beautiful stream, and there's this picture-perfect bridge to observe the church from. Another one of my favorites is the Maria Jern Church, which offers a perfect view of the Watzmann Mountain. One of the main reasons I wanted to go to Berchtesgaden was to visit Hitler's Eagle's Nest. Now, I'm really fascinated with World War II history, and I had to see this place for myself. Now, the Eagle's Nest was built in 1939 and was given to Hitler for his 50th birthday. Now, to get to the Eagle's Nest, you can take a bus up. When you get to the top, you'll walk through a deep tunnel into the mountain. When I was in there, it was just crazy to think that Hitler walked these same walls. Now, at the end of the tunnel, there's a circular room that leads you into a golden elevator. Even though the Eagle's Nest and the road leading up to it cost nearly 200 million euros to make, adjusted for inflation, Hitler only visited it on 14 documented occasions. This may be because Hitler was afraid of heights and he was also scared of using the elevator. Thankfully, the Eagle's Nest wasn't destroyed in World War II, and today it's a restaurant with panoramic views. And while you're there, you can hike up some walking paths into the Berchtesgaden National Park, enjoying the incredible sights of this historical destination. Afterwards, we're going to head back to Berchtesgaden.
Oh, Jesus. Sorry, guys. The heights is just. Ooh, breathe. I ain't gonna lie. Them churches that they showed at the creek running by. Hi, beautiful. Oh, wow. I ain't gonna lie. It is so cool that history was preserved right there. And imagine it's now a restaurant. Can you imagine, like you said, walking down that path that you thought Hitler walked? It's just crazy to be in that space. Just to think about it. It is very high up. Very, very high up. And like I said before, I don't do heights, but the view, like, it is so beautiful. I'm not gonna lie. That's an amazing view. Let's continue, guys.
To visit the lake Königssee. Now, the lake was created by glaciers, which makes it feel like you're in a fjord you'd see in Norway or New Zealand. When I was there, we took a boat ride to the end of the lake. It cost around 15 euros and took about 50 minutes to cross the lake. Now, the first stop was to the famous St. Bartholomew's Church. We kept going and we reached the end of the lake. We then hiked about 10 minutes to reach Obersee. I mean, just home to this iconic lake hut, and the scenery there is just astounding. I mean, the lake's so clear, and it's just surrounded by massive mountain walls that are hard to explain. I mean, I just had a great time enjoying the scenery around the lake. Definitely got to explore Königssee and Obersee while you're in Berchtesgaden. After, we're going to visit the city of Dresden. Now, located in eastern Germany near the Czech Republic border, Dresden is an incredibly beautiful city built upon the Elbe River. It's famous for its Baroque and Rococo architecture. Now, leading up to the 20th century, Dresden was just a remarkably beautiful place. But tragically, during World War II, the city was almost completely destroyed by air raids. I mean, the
Oh,
whole city was just turned into rubble. Now, the restoration of the city took decades to complete. Now, today, Dresden is one of Germany's most visited cities and has been nicknamed the Florence of the Elbe. Now, a beautiful
Lord, take me. Oh my God, that city is beautiful. Beautiful. I'm like, everywhere he touched on, I'm like, it is so breathtaking. Yeah. Baby, when I say beautiful, I mean beautiful. I'm like, it takes your breath away. I'm like, the view is just amazing. I mean, I know I'm repeating myself, but I ain't gonna lie. Germany is a beautiful place. I cannot wait to visit.
beautiful nature spot near Dresden is the Bastei Bridge. It's located in Saxon, Switzerland, and it's this famous rock formation, part of the Elbe
Woo!
Sandstone Mountains. It's been a tourist attraction for over 200 years. In 1824, a wooden bridge was made into the rock formation, which was later replaced to the present bridge today. I mean, it's such a cool spot. Now, afterwards, we're going to visit some of Germany's rivers. Now, Germany is home to some of Europe's most important rivers, and many scenic cities, towns, and castles have been built upon the river shores. Now, one of the most important
Wow.
is the Danube. It originates in the Black Forest and empties in the Black Sea on Romania's coast, making it the second largest river in all Europe. Now, one of my favorite cities on the Danube is Passau. It's located right on the Austrian border, and Passau is nicknamed the City of Three Rivers as it's built upon the confluence of the Danube, Inn, and Ilz rivers. Now, it's just pretty cool how you can see the different colors of the rivers as they merge together. Now, during the Renaissance
Wow.
period, Passau was one of Germany's best sword and bladed weapon manufacturers. I mean, it must have been pretty cool to live in Passau back then. Now, the longest river in Germany is the Rhine.
Guys, I don't know if you can see it. I literally have goose pimples all over my body because I'm like, why did I not know that Germany was this beautiful? I am so grateful to be on YouTube and be doing what I'm doing and to be exploring the world at my age because this right here, listen, man, I can't wait to start traveling and seeing the world for what it is. It's like when you're in a bubble, it's like nothing else. It's like you have a tunnel vision. But now just seeing different places in the world and how beautiful they are and their culture and their history is so rich. And I'm like, my word. Now look at this in front of me. All this waterway and this. And I'm like, it's so breathtaking. Ah,
It begins in Switzerland and empties in the North Sea as it crosses through important cities such as Cologne and Dusseldorf. Now, the
oh,
banks of the Rhine River are home to so many towns and castles. An interesting place is the
ooh,
Pfalz Grafenstein Castle, quite the name. Now, it was built in the 14th century and served as a toll station for passing ships. A chain
oh,
was put
wow.
across the river, making sure ships would pay the toll, and uncooperative sailors would be put in the castle's dungeon. I mean, it's pretty fascinating if you ask me. Now, another notable river in Germany is the Mosel. It's located in
Look
western
at
Germany, and the
this.
Mosel River is home to some of Germany's best wine country, as the river's
Woo!
hillsides are covered with terraced vineyards where some of the best Riesling grapes grow. One of the most notable places on the river is the Cochem Castle. The original castle was built back in the 1100s, and it made its money by collecting shipping tolls on passing ships down on the river. Sadly, it was destroyed in 1689 by
Woo!
the French, but in 1868, a wealthy businessman from Berlin decided to rebuild the castle ruins. Today, it stands perched on a hill overlooking the beautiful town of Cochem and the Mosel River. Another fairy tale location in Germany is the Hohenzollern Castle. Now, I have to say, this is one of the most impressive castles in all of Germany. It sits perfectly
Oh
on
my
Mount
God.
Hohenzollern and can be seen from miles away. Hohenzollern is the last of three castles that was built upon this hill. It was completed in 1867 as a memorial to the Prussian royal family. Today, it's one of Germany's most visited castles, and I understand why. Now, after we're going to visit Lake Constance. Now, it's this massive lake that's not only in Germany, but also borders Austria and Switzerland. Now, it's the second largest lake in all of Europe by volume. Now, one
Oh,
scenic place on the lake is this town called Lindau. Now, what makes it so unique is that it's this island. Now, it was first mentioned by a monk in the 9th century, and during medieval times, it became quite the fortified city. Today, it's a popular place to visit. I just love the harbor and just the fact that it's an island. I mean, just such a cool place. Another picturesque city on Lake Constance is
woo.
Meersburg. It's located right on the shores, and it's a historical town lined with beautiful colored houses. After, we're going to visit the capital city of Berlin.
Look, guys, the aerial view that Ryan is giving, I'm telling you, it's just spectacular. It's. Uh, uh, I don't know how you could not live here and love this. It don't make. They have a saying that people tend to take for granted where they are because they're used to it and they're there. Unlike me, who is an outsider coming in, I can appreciate and love what I'm seeing. I can't wait to enjoy it. This is what's going on right now. Just watching this, and I'm like, oh my word! I could just live in any one of these places that you have shown so far, and just stay there and bask in there and don't want to leave. And that's the feel it gives me. It gives me homey, peaceful feeling. Man, let's go on to Berlin.
Now, today, Berlin is a thriving capital with a
Ooh,
population of over 3.6 million people. It's an
wow.
incredible city with a complicated history. Now, Berlin was first documented in the 13th century. During World War II, it was the headquarters of Hitler's Third Reich and
Uh,
became the most heavily bombed city in history. After the
oh,
war, Berlin was divided into the East and West Berlin. With the end of the Cold War, East and West Berlin were finally reunited in 1990. So one of my favorite
oh,
spots is the
recently.
Rothenburg Gate. It's this 18th century neoclassical monument that is Germany's national symbol of
Wow.
unity and peace. You can also check out the Berlin Wall Memorial to see remnants of the historical wall. After Berlin, we're going to head over to Hamburg, located in northern Germany on the Elbe River. Hamburg is the second largest city in Germany after Berlin. Thanks to its access to the North Sea,
Woo.
Hamburg grew as the port city throughout the ages. Today it is Europe's third largest port. I just love all the canals that run through the city. Hamburg is home to 2,500 bridges, making it the city with the highest number of bridges in Europe. It reminds me of modern day Venice. A really impressive spot in the city is the Speicherstadt. It's the largest warehouse district in the world. Now, another beautiful spot in the city is the Auster Lakes. It's a set of two artificial lakes that are
Woo.
often full of sailboats during the summertime. While we're still in northern Germany, we're going to visit. Now, located just an hour's drive from Hamburg, Lübeck is the second largest city on Germany's Baltic coast. Lübeck is famous for being the de facto capital of the Hanseatic League, which was a medieval organization that dominated maritime trade between the 13th and 15th centuries. Even after the Hanseatic League fell apart in 1669, Lübeck remained an important trading town on the Baltic Sea. Today, Lübeck is one of northern Germany's most beautiful cities, and it's nicknamed the City of Seven Towers thanks to its prominent church towers that dot the city. My favorite feature of Lübeck is the Holstein Gate. It was built in 1464 and served as the city's gate. Today, it's a museum and stands as a symbol for the city. I mean, I just love its two Gothic towers. I kind
Wow.
of have a lean on them. I mean, such an incredible structure.
It
Now,
is.
from Lubeck, you can venture up to the Baltic coast.
Now, this is just saying, pack your bags, run, get your kids, and let's go. Because I'm here, I'm like, oh my word. Yeah. I'm lost for words. Look at this view in front of me, man. Look at all them bridges that I just saw, all the cities. And I'm like, the towers and the castles. And I'm like, oh, baby, this is beautiful. I'm like, oh, I can't wait to travel, man. I'm like, oh, from the UK to Germany. Oh, baby, I'm coming. I'm coming.
A beautiful area is Rotten. It's home to
Rotten.
coastal cliffs and incredible views of the Baltic Sea. There's a
Woo!
walking trail that follows the coast, and it's an ideal spot to explore on a summer day. You can also visit the shores of Schwarbitz. There's a massive beach and pier to walk out on. One of the most beautiful palaces in northern Germany is the Schwerin Castle. It's located about an hour from Hamburg, and the castle is built upon an island in Lake Schwerin. There's been castles on the island since the 10th century, but the majority of the castle you see today was built in the 19th century. The castle is regarded as one of Europe's best examples of romantic architecture and has been
Woo!
nicknamed the Neuschwanstein of the North. Afterwards, we're going to visit Cologne. Now, located on the Rhine River in western Germany, this 2,000-year-old city is full of history and beauty. It was established in the 1st century AD thanks to its location as one of Europe's major trade routes. It grew to be one of the largest cities north of the Alps during medieval and Renaissance times.
Wow.
Sadly, during World War II, Cologne was one of the most heavily bombed cities. Thankfully, the
Oh.
city has been rebuilt today. The most popular attraction of the city is the Cologne Cathedral. Its construction began in
Woo!
1248 AD, and it wasn't completed for nearly 600 years until
Golly.
1880. I mean, the wait was worth it. I just can't believe the details of this Gothic cathedral. After Cologne, we're going to head over to Frankfurt. Located in west central Germany, Frankfurt is one of Europe's
Woo!
major financial hubs,
Woo!
and it's home to the European Central Bank. It's full of beautiful skyscrapers and kind of reminds me of American cities. Aside from its skyscrapers and financial districts, Frankfurt is a beautiful historical town. One of the most popular places is Romerberg. It's a beautiful town square lined with colorful timber houses that will get your German vibes going. Afterwards, we're going to visit Heidelberg. Now, located about an hour's drive from Frankfurt, Heidelberg is a historic city situated on the Neckar River. Heidelberg is probably best known for its university that was founded over 600 years ago,
Oh
making it Germany's
my
oldest university. I mean, it would be so cool to study there. Now, what I love about the city is its bridges that cross the Neckar River. I mean, Germany knows how to design a beautiful city.
Oh,
Now, while we're still in southwestern Germany, we're going to
oh, I'm
visit
getting
the
all
Black
teared up.
Forest. Now, located right on the border of France, the region is famous for its dense forest, picturesque villages, and is often associated with the Brothers Grimm's fairy tales. Now, one of the most prominent cities in the Black Forest is Freiburg. It's a vibrant university town with some incredible architecture. I mean,
Mm.
I'd love to just road trip through the Black Forest this summer. Now, afterwards, we're going to visit the magical village of Rothenburg. Now, when you go to Rothenburg, you'll feel
Oh,
like you're walking in a fantasy movie. It's one of the most preserved medieval old towns in all of Europe. During the Middle Ages, Rothenburg thrived as it was located at the crossroads of European trade routes. At the beginning of the 15th century, it rose to becoming the second largest city in all of Germany, but during the 17th century, Rothenburg faced adversities such as the 30-Year War and the bubonic plague. Without
oh,
much resources, Rothenburg's growth was halted, which aided in keeping the town preserved in its medieval state. Today, Rothenburg maintains its medieval charm, and it's been the inspiration for sets of Disney movies such as
oh.
Pinocchio. If you go, you can check out the famous Floating Corner or witness the beautiful Christmas markets. I mean, just hard to beat the allure of this German village.
When you look at this, man, I'm like, I'm tearing up because I'm like, oh, baby. It's just, it looks like a fairy tale. It looks so fake, but I know it's real. And that is what, it gets me. I'm like, oh, I, I gotta be honest, guys. I did not expect this. I know I watched the video, this is Germany, but oh my word, just going from cities to cities, it's just beautiful. It's amazing. And I'm like, this need to be shown. The whole world need to see this. And because I'm like, I feel emotional just looking at how beautiful, serene this place is. And I'm like, man, we need people need to travel. That includes me. I'm on that list. We need to explore this beautiful world because Germany is wow.
From Rothenburg, you can make the 3-hour drive to the beautiful city of Munich, also known as
Mm,
Bavaria's capital. Munich is
wow.
located in the south of Germany, about 50 kilometers from the Alps. During World War II, Munich was heavily bombed by over 70 air raids, but today the city is
Oh,
restored to its former beauty. One of the most popular spots is the Marienplatz Central Square. You'll find the new town hall with its stunning clock tower and historical figurines. Now,
ooh,
for our final destination, we're
ooh.
going to visit the iconic Neuschwanstein Castle. I have to say that it is the most beautiful castle in all Europe. It's what inspired Disney's Sleeping Beauty castle. I mean, it's just the perfect place for a
Oh,
princess. Now,
my
the
word.
castle is nestled at the very tip of southern Germany. Neuschwanstein Castle is placed perfectly in the mountains with a phenomenal 360 view of the Bavarian Alps and the town below. The construction of the castle began in 1869. During World War II, the SS debated blowing up the castle to prevent it from falling into the enemy's hands, but thankfully it never happened.
Oh,
Today, the castle receives over 1.4 million visitors a year, so it's definitely a
what?
tourist hotspot. When I was there, we walked around the castle. When you're up close, you realize how huge it really is. King Ludwig had some imagination. Anyways, I found a great vantage point in the trees with a perfect view of the castle. I mean, I just can't get over the beauty of this place. I mean, it's truly something out of a Disney fairy tale. Now, another
Uh,
incredible spot nearby is St.
ooh.
Coloman's Church. It's located just a few minutes away and has a splendid view of the castle and the Bavarian Alps. One of my
Oh,
favorite memories of my time in Germany was enjoying the
this,
sunset at the church, just marveling at the
oh,
green pastures
it
and
is so
overall
pretty.
scenery. Germany truly is a magical place.
It
Well, that
is.
is it for my Germany top 25. I'm just barely scratching the surface. I mean, there's so many more incredible places in this country. Let me know where your favorite place is in Germany in the comments below. I also started a Spanish channel and I did a film on Germany if you'd rather watch it in Espanol. Now you can
Oh,
find me on Instagram.
I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm telling you, it's just amazing to sit here and watch them sitting up, tearing up. Because I'm like, this place is really beautiful. I'm like, it is so scenic. It is so, it looks like a fairy tale. I know I keep repeating myself, but I can't help it. I'm like, it looks like a fairy tale, like so fake because it's so beautiful and it's so picture perfect. And then the lush greenery, and I'm like, oh, baby, it's green. And then the cities, and then the bridges, and then the cathedrals, all these churches, and all these, and lakes. The beauty of a country, man, when you stop to enjoy and to look and to have that feel, and then its rich history is so rich, and I'm like, oh, baby, I'm not gonna lie, I'm in awe, I'm awestruck, I am so excited to get on an airplane and visit these places. Oh, I wish I could just get up right now and just go. The joy what would be in my heart just travel this world with my kids, man. It's just, and it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I have to visit the UK. I have to visit Germany. These are places, and Germany is beautiful, guys. Don't take it for granted. Go out, explore, and enjoy your country. It is so beautiful. Man, I get emotional just looking at, and I'm like, Jamaica is beautiful. US here in Alaska where I'm at is a very beautiful state. Now I've been looking at the UK, very beautiful places to visit. I can't wait. And now I'm here in Germany, and I saw a few with Sweden, Norway, and here I am, and I'm like, oh, I wish I could just fly like a bird, be free, and just visit. I'm coming. And now I'm gonna check out about your food, about your laws. I'm here for it. It's the island girl, and I'm running out of here. And I'm loving. Thank you for recommending this one. Wow. Rock back, relax, and continue to enjoy your lives. Be good, be kind, love each other, be safe. It's the island girl, and I'm running out of here. Don't forget to hit the like button, hit the share, hit the subscribe if you haven't already. I'd really appreciate it. It's all free. Love you guys, and I'll catch you guys in another video. Bye. Wow.